While this isn't a penguin, it is still something we can crash into the ground for our amusement and profit. And in fact, being that it's a human, it's probably even worth a little bit more. That's as far as we can jump so far. Then we get eaten by a shark. But that was a distance of 112 with a height of 48, so we earned 512. Which means we can do things like increase our speed and have a smoother decline. So now as we leap down into the water, we'll go a little bit quicker in crazier fashion. And I'm going to try and aim this thing straight. And then we hit the water here now. 184 distance, 65 height, still doesn't protect him from the shark. So we'll add a little more speed. Frankly, he's lucky he dies as quick as he does. Normally with me, there's a lot more suffering involved. But as long as someone dies in the end, then I'm pretty happy about that. 222, so we got almost $1,000 already, and no one ate him this time. So I guess a smoother decline. It's fun to watch him go down the bumps, but the smoother it is, the faster he'll go. We could buy tricks at some point, but he doesn't deserve tricks. He's got to earn fun things, and he's not really ever going to get fun things. He's mostly just going to die, and if he's lucky, he won't die that much. Not sure if that one made much of a difference upgrade-wise, but I probably also flew it poorly. When in doubt, just add more speed. We're already at 3 out of 5. The next upgrade's going to cost $2,800. And I'm not sure if there's something I'm supposed to be doing here or not, but the extra speed definitely makes a difference because that's 357 feet. So we got $1,500 just for that. We're trying to make it 2,000 feet and land safely. I'm kind of unfamiliar with that concept, but we'll get a smoother decline. And we can eventually buy like basically an entire plane. Not sure why we'd want one of those when we've got one of these fine vehicles. So how far are we trying to get? 2,000 feet. And we're at not quite 400 yet. And the killer whale got him. So let's save up for one more run. And I just enjoy crashing him into the water anyways. Let's go face down. No, that's as much as it lets us tilt. Anyways, let's buy a canopy. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Visually, you can see it, but I don't know if it's going to make us fly further. In theory, it'd make us fly less far because it's more weight. But there's 387 feet for $1,610, so it didn't make much of a difference. Not to worry, I've got the power of time on my hands and stupid persistence. So before we're landing wheels, we need an engine, tail, wings, more speed. Things like wings and a tail are going to mean we land smoothly. We're going to fly further, but I don't want him to land smoothly. I want him to die a horrible, horrible death. But not before he makes me a bunch of money. We got an extra 100 feet there for $2,000. So instead of buying anything smart, I'm going to save up for the final speed upgrade. Because all we need is speed. We can get by on just that. $1,888. Another failed landing later and we get maximum speed, which looks something like this. We're down the ramp in a hurry and I think we're gonna get pretty good speed. I should probably be paying more attention to my velocity because we made it a little bit further, but I was mostly watching what velocity is doing. I'm not really sure what I did differently there because again I was watching velocity, but we went 580 feet, so I think he earned a smoother decline. And even if he didn't, he's gonna get one anyway. I think last time I just pointed it all the way forward just to see if it would make a difference, and it seems to because there's 650 feet. And it only took one more run after that to get us $8,100 so we can buy a perfectly smooth decline. At least I assume it's perfectly smooth. There we go. Now we'll get lots of extra speed on the way down and carry this momentum all the way forward. So we're at 740 feet without any wings, $3,000 per run. We still get Orchid pretty hard, but that's his problem. So next we're gonna buy some wings probably. Wings will probably help us glide. We don't need an engine or a tail yet. We don't need to control anything, we just need to soar as far as we can. I'm just going to continue leaning forward because that's all I know now. I'm incapable. Pull up. Why would I pull up? The ocean's down here. We need to make sure those sharks stay fed. Alright, well apparently the wings are probably going to make a difference. So if we go down, do we get to glide? I don't understand how the wings work. We pulled up there and we went less far. And then we didn't get to feed a shark. Not to worry, here's the tail we need. The tail will obviously help us in a big way. That's the best plane you'll ever see. And it's going to help us get perhaps a little bit further. Pull up, it says 713 feet. Well, we're making $3,000 per run. And that's good enough for me. And just like that, we've saved up $9,000. So let's buy an engine. And then I guess biofuel. And then maybe more biofuel. And then I'm not really sure how this is going to work or what we're supposed to be doing. The engine doesn't really seem to be doing anything. Yeah, we mostly just hit the water. Oh, start your engine to speed up by pressing spacebar. I know this is going to sound a little bit hard to believe, but I do know how to read. I don't think that went like it was supposed to go. Okay, I managed to start gliding this time. And I think I've got it figured out. That time we went a full 1,200 feet. We got $4,400 for that. So what we're supposed to be doing is going like this, and then gliding through the air, and then we start the engine. We actually have to hold that down, but then we got to use that to give us some boost again. Then we glide way up here, and then we can glide to wherever we want to go from here, which is hopefully going to be the 2,000 feet we need, but probably not on this run. But I got $8,000 for doing that. If I get fed $8,000 for every time I fed a man to a shark, I'd have a lot of money. But I've got a good feeling about this one. Maybe we should use this sparingly. Does that work? I don't know what I'm doing. This is usually how I solve all my problems, just winging it. I don't think the glide really works. Like, we tend to just, once we start going downwards, we're just going downwards. I think I just realized my problem is actually the wheels. I wasn't going to get landing wheels because I don't really care if he lands very safely, but I think because they're down while in the air, they're probably slowing down my flight a little bit, because we seem to be able to go something like this. 1,968 feet, we were very close. But if we buy the landing wheels and then we're able to raise them, we should go just that little extra further. At least that's the dream. So far the wheels don't really seem to be going anywhere, so that's fine. I guess we'll just kind of see where this goes. Not very far. On the bright side, we've saved up $40,000. This time I tried something a little different that might actually work. I kind of drifted to the right before using my engine, and that definitely worked. Now those wheels are going to save our lives. So that's a distance of almost 3,000 with a height of 882, and we get to go to the next area because we landed safely. This is going to be fun. We get more like jet parts, and we get to bring our money from last time. So let's have a go now just to see what we're capable of. It's probably not going to be anything too exciting, but we'll quickly upgrade into what we need. Yeah, we can do better than this. So lots of speed. Now we have $30,000 left. Let's buy a smoother decline. Now we have $20,000 left, but let's see where this gets us. The difference should be quite noticeable already, because yeah, we went almost nowhere. Now we went 500 feet. That's an extra $2,000. So I guess now, what happens if we buy engines before the other stuff? Well, we get 3 bursts of fuel on this. I wonder if we can actually make it as far as we need to go without wings and stuff. Now this just feels right. And it looks right. It's basically a massive engine with some wheels behind it. So this is obviously going to go very well. So we're going to scoot down. We're going to do what I did before, where I kind of, yeah, there we go. I just use this kind of sparingly like this as I'm moving over. And, well, that's okay. We're still going to go way further than we should, considering we don't have wings. $7,136. Wings are a full $10,000. A canopy, we won't give him the luxury of a canopy yet. He's going to enjoy that open air feeling. Nothing like searing hot sand in the eyes in the middle of the desert. And I'm going to go for my usual strategy of kind of using my engine intermittently to just try and get as much distance as I can. But we've already gone 2,000 feet. And that's probably thanks mostly to the wings. Once we have a tail and a canopy, we'll be unstoppable. But for now, we're going to settle on 3,000 feet. So let's buy a tail. Then he can get things like a canopy and wheels after this. I still want to make him suffer a little bit. This seems better, but still nothing that I would ever fly on myself. All right, we've reached our initial descent, so we're going to see where this one lands us. We seem to have gone a little bit further at 3,500 feet. Yeah, 3,500 and change, but we did make $16,000 doing it. So I guess we might as well buy in the canopy and the landing wheels. Not entirely sure what difference that's going to make at this point, because the canopy just basically keeps him a little bit safe, and the wheels are always there. They're going to help with the landing, I guess, but we're just going to keep going like this. I think I screwed up my timing again because we're descending a little bit quicker than I thought. We've got to go 5,000 feet. We're going to get another 3,500 or so. Well, it's a little better than last time, but not good enough. Okay, the whole wheel thing seems to work on this plane because I can actually put the wheels away. So that's hopefully going to mean I fly a little more efficiently. So I'm not entirely sure it helped there, but that's just kind of my lack of flying knowledge. It's not helping me at all. We got very high there, so clearly we need to be working a little more over than we are up. 3,800 feet is a new record though. Maybe the way to do this, not like that, but to stay low and go straight. That worked better than the last run, but not nearly good enough. I seem to have gotten it figured out by using my engine very sparingly. I can go much, much further, and I even found Superman at the top. Might make the 5,000 I need, so we're going to put our wheels down. And this is going to be a beautiful landing. I can feel it. We actually went way further than I thought we would. 5,500 when we touched the ground, rolling to 6,000. Basically, not with any strategy. I just kept screwing around until it worked. $27,000. So we're going to wind up with an even better plane again. And look at all the speed we can get here. We have $121,000 to spend, so we just need lots of speed probably. We can't even afford all the speed upgrades. So let's get smoother decline. Then we have $22,000 left over, so let's buy some. We need an engine first. Buy tail and engine. Why are they a package deal? I've also maxed out our biofuel, so we're gonna find out exactly how this thing flies. Oh, it's like a jet engine now. So basically all I was doing before was going like this. Just wait till we're losing speed a little bit, then give it just a little touch. because that way the engine will last a long time and get us a long ways before we're done to gliding. You can see our fuel in the upper left, so we've got lots left to use. Our goal distance is 10,000 feet, and basically having a rocket engine attached to our little bus, we're going to get half that already. Yeah, this is going to be easier than I thought. Best plane ever. Now prepare to die. Also $30,000 for a single run, although that did take a minute to get all the way through. So now I suppose we can buy the wings and the nose. It looks worse than it did before. Like nothing I'm adding to it really actually helps it in any way. But this might be a good one. I feel like it's going to carry us a long way. So we got plenty of fuel left. We're kind of on a downslope right now, but we're also still 2,000 feet in the air. We're over halfway to where we need to be. I do need to start bringing myself upwards again. You kind of got to ride that balance. You don't want to be dropping, but you don't want to be going too far up. You want to be going over mostly. There's our little friend again. We seem to find him when we get 2,500 feet or so up. I think we're actually going to make it to where we need to go. We're just not going to have any wheels to land with. And I'm okay with that. 1,000 feet left. Are we going to make it? It's going to be close. 95, 96. Oh, we're definitely going to make it because we're so high up. We're also going to hit the ground like a missile. There it is. $22,000 to incinerate a man. So basically, I just want to save up for more speed. Well, we get all sorts of people showing up in the sky. I still don't have my landing wheels because I want more speed to start with. But I'm also just pretty excited to watch him explode again. We went 11,000 feet so far. Might be close to 12,000 feet by the time we do that. You know what? We don't really need the increased speed, do we? We're clearly making it far enough. So let's move on to where we're going to find a better plane. This one's fun, but I want to see what the next one is. And now we can also raise the wheels and have our little canopy man activated. We just crossed the 9,000 feet mark, so we're coasting even with fuel almost to the 10,000 feet mark, so it's probably safe to put the wheels down. And in fact, we're going to, otherwise I'm going to forget. But there's 11,000 feet, and we're probably going to be pretty close to the last one, which is going to be worth some money, but without the big explosion. There's 12,000 feet, and almost 13,000 feet. The canopy must have helped. I wonder if there is a wrong way to land. Anyways, $55,000 next area. Now we're starting to get some bigger jet looking stuff. So right away, let's buy the tail and engine and then as much speed as we possibly can. And then probably smoother decline and maybe some fuel while we're at it. That at least gets us going. It's basically an enormous jet engine on my little potty racer thing. So let's see exactly what this is going to do. Yep, there we go. That's a much bigger engine. So we got to go 15,000 feet, and I feel like I could probably do it basically with this. We're probably not going to be able to glide very well, but that's more a problem for him, or whatever animal we're unfortunate enough to land on top of. If we could land on one of the whales, that would be great. But for now, we're just be pretty content to smash into the water. We were a long ways up there. Still got 6,000 feet basically with an engine. So let's add the wings and the nose on top of that for aerodynamics. We'll increase the speed when we can, then all we have is canopy and landing wheels after that. We basically built a jet fighter, but without really any of the actual stuff. I do like this engine though. It seems to put us a long ways in a hurry. It's very powerful. I definitely feel like we need a little more of that initial speed though, because even though we're in the stars, I've only gone 7,000 feet so far and we're out of fuel. So let's get back down to Earth and get our money. Who pays us for doing this? Who would pay for us to just crash this man into the ground again and again? We were so high up, it takes forever to get to the ground, though we did make $50,000 because of the height. So we're going to take more speed. Then it's basically the same thing again. Just going to go like this until we're very high up and then coast down to the ground and crash and die. We made it back into the stars, so I'm just going to aim straight up and go as far as we can with the last bit of fuel. That way we can get as much money out of this as we can, while also not wasting any more of my time. We've actually managed to make it what's going to be probably 12,500 feet. Which is almost to the finish line. We just need to add a few more pieces and it'll be easy. So one canopy plus landing wheels. So as long as we remember to put the wheels up like that, we'll be fine. Now we just gotta do the same thing and wait till we make it all the way to the end. Ooh, we even got past the stars. We're in an asteroid field now. That's how high up we are. Our current height is about 7,000 actually, so that's pretty impressive. And we're out of fuel, so hopefully we'll be able to coast to the 15,000 feet we need. And I actually might not make it. This is gonna be close. We might be okay. We're losing altitude. Yeah, I gotta put the wheels down though. Yeah, we made our 15,000 feet. Prepare for landing, which basically means put the wheels down. We did end up make it, but we had to coast for a long ways. 17,000 feet. New record. Congratulations for $200,000. You know, a step away from reaching the stars. I was already there. Let's do it. Or that's okay. You know, we don't actually have to go to the next area. Or is it trying to tell me I need $200,000? I'm very confused. I should have actually read that. So we're just going to do it again, I guess. Made it back into the meteors, but not too far into them because they're going to be back into the stars soon. Seems I didn't quite do this one right because that. Well, since I've done this enough times to save up almost $300,000, we're going to spend another $88,000 on one more little speed upgrade. Or what's probably actually a huge speed upgrade, so now I just need to get my flight trajectory right and we'll be there in no time. The speed seems to have made a difference because I was very lazy on this attempt and I'm still doing very well for myself. Though I think I still screwed this up again. It's very hard to find the right trajectory again. I got pretty lucky the first time apparently because I don't think we're going to make it again. I've got to go 2,000 further feet with 1,000 feet of elevation left. We can put the wheels down just in case, but you know. I see the trick now is basically to keep your rocket pointed largely upwards while you're using the engine, because now we're 9,000 feet distance, but we're also 7,500 feet into the air. This one is also somewhat close, but we are going to make it officially as of now, so let's put the wheels down before we forget. And there we are, moderately safely on the ground. So now we're back to here. Congratulations for $200,000. You're now a step away from reaching the stars, blah, blah, blah. There we go. Oh, this is interesting. We're getting loaded onto an actual rocket. And this is obviously pretty good news for me because we're crashing into the moon and dying. Well, we made it all the way to the moon. Good job. My max distance was 17,540 feet. My max height was 7,500. We have $150,000 left over, but good news. More stages coming in the fall of 2010. I can't wait.